Do you know that as a doctor, a nurse, a pharmacist, a med lab scientist, a physiotherapist, or whatever cadre of healthcare worker looking to transition into the health tech space, there are several apps or softwares that you should know at least at the basic level to be able to operate effectively in the healthcare and the health tech space. So, in this episode, I'll be telling you about six important apps that you should know very well, at least at the basic level. Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Ron. Welcome back to the channel, and I talk about everything healthcare on this channel. And if you're new here, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so that whenever interesting content comes out, you're among the first persons to know. So on this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you six apps that give me some head start in the health tech space. Six because the list is not exhaustive, but these are my own personal six that actually allowed me to, be on top of my game and be able to adapt seamlessly into what was being done in the organization. Now, these apps are essential because if you're in the health tech space, chances are that you'll be working remotely. So that means there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of documentation, a lot of emailing, because everybody's working maybe remotely or hybrid. Hybrid, probably you drop into the office twice a week, and the rest of the 3 days you are home. So you need to have a sound knowledge of how these apps or softwares work to be able to do your job effectively. Now, the first one on the list is well, I'll call it Microsoft suite of tools because Microsoft has a large array of tools within, but I'll just pick some of the key ones that are very important. So, top of the list is Teams. Now, Teams is basically a communications app or tool that allows organization members to be able to talk to each other, send files, send messages, make calls and all of that. So you need to be able to know how to use Microsoft Teams, send invites, accept invites, book meetings, share files with team members, and all of that. Because a lot of organizations are currently using Microsoft Teams, so you need to know how to use Microsoft Teams. Still in the Microsoft suite of tools, there is Excel. So I mean, you should try to have a basic understanding of how Excel works because you might be involved in things like data entry, simple data analysis, running analysis on Excel with and do some little representation, maybe with a bar chart, graph, or pie chart, or whatever. So a basic understanding of how Excel works is actually very, very important to you. Then the third one, still in the Microsoft suite of tools, is Microsoft Word. Now you're going to be doing a lot of writing, a lot of documentation, and that is where Word comes in. So basic use of Word has to be, something very well. You need to know how to type a document, you need to know how to save, you need to know how to format, convert from Word to PDF or different document formats. So those are some of the things you need to know about Microsoft Word. So very, very key to know. And the next one is PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. You need to be very good at PowerPoint because chances are you might be doing a lot of presentations to stakeholders, senior management, and yes, you half of the time or most of the time you might be the one doing your slides yourself, doing the whole bullet points, making it fine and or whatnot. So you need to know how to use PowerPoint at least at a basic level. Then in terms of communication, Outlook, I mean, basic Outlook, you should know how to use Outlook. I mean, because emails are, how will I call it, probably the backbone of every organization because mails are flying left, right, and center. You need to communicate with your team members, your boss, you send monthly reports, weekly reports, proposals, write ups, newsletters, and I mean, there's a lot of things that happen with emails at the backbone, and a lot of organizations also use Outlook as their probably primary email tool. So you need to know how um, Outlook works. I mean, Outlook is very wide and vast. I myself, I don't even know half of the features that Outlook has, and it's something I'm constantly learning every day. So at least, but basically, I can send an email, I can receive, attach, put attachment, change signature, book meetings, accept meetings, and all of that. So those are some of the things Excel does for you. Sorry, Outlook does for you. So you need to know how Outlook works. Then after Microsoft, the next one is Zoom on my list. So Zoom is primarily a communication tool, video conferencing tool, which a lot of people are using, and it came into prominence during the COVID-19 pandemic, and somehow it has come to stay. So everybody uses Zoom really. So you need to know how to use Zoom, because interestingly, a lot of persons find it difficult to navigate Zoom, or find it, I mean, it looks very complex, but it's something one can learn, because you'll be getting Zoom invites often. We need to do a quick meeting. Let's hop on a Zoom and all of that. So you need to know how to use Zoom. And interestingly, most of these apps, they have a web-based version, and there's also mobile app version. So it makes it really easy for you to do. After Zoom, you talk about Google Workspace. So in the whole Google Workspace suite of tools too, just like Microsoft, I have Google Meet, Google Chat, and Google Drive. So Google Meet is similar to having an online meeting, like just like Teams. So different functionalities, but they are primarily or essentially the same. So why I'm saying this is because some organizations tend to what will I call it now? They focus on using the Microsoft suite of tools. Some organization you work, so it's only Microsoft everywhere. You might get to some place, it's just Google all through. So I mean, knowing how to use either of this suite of tools actually puts you at an advantage. Then after that, I have Trello. There's Asana, there's Slack. So typically these ones are used for team communications, and they are good for people who manage projects, but also as project members or project team members, being on Trello or Asana, because one of the features is that they're able to delegate duties to you. And so your project manager is able to track deadlines, who is doing what at what point in time. So you being able to navigate either Trello or the Slack channel or Asana helps you to stay on your job, because you don't want to say you didn't see what you were sent, or you missed a deadline or something, just because you didn't understand how these tools work, right? So Trello, Asana, and Slack, they are the last three. So I think Asana and Trello, they are typically project management, but Trello is at its core a primary project management tool. But yeah, they're all similar sort of. But so these are my six top tools or apps that allowed me, have a good head start in the health tech space, because I was able to fit in nicely into the what do you call it now, workspace. I'm able to reply mails, I'm able to do presentations, I'm able to do my slides. So if you're looking to get into health tech, I mean, and probably you're still considering, or you're already in, if you don't have the skills, I think there are skills or tools you should go and learn how to use. And luckily there are a lot of tons of YouTube videos on how to use these apps, and most of them are usually for free, so you don't need to pay for premium version, because you don't really need it. And once you get onboarded in any organizations, they will usually pay for the premium, and you have your own access to those apps. So if you haven't learned these apps, please go and start learning, because you'll be surprised they will be at the core of what you use in your day-to-day activities in the health tech space, right? So that's that for my top six apps or tools that you need to know to get ahead in health tech space, in terms of comms and staying abreast of events in your team and all of that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and also share the channel, so that every other person who is looking to understand what's happening behind the scenes in health and alternative careers too, and all what we're talking about this channel, and also enjoy them. So till I come your way the next episode, stay safe, stay calm, and remain blessed. Bye for now.